She dreamed a dream, and it came true. Susan Boyle's story is one for the ages, but what were her best ever performances? Since 2007, the beloved TV talent show Britain's Got Talent has provided a stage and opportunity for countless individuals and groups hoping for fame. Simon Cowell created the franchise in 2006 and has served as a judge for both the American and British versions of the show, and he has long been known as one of the panel's harshest members. In 2023, Cowell sat down with America's Got Talent host Terry Crews to give commentary on some of the most memorable Got Talent auditions. Naturally, this included Susan Boyle's audition for Britain's Got Talent in 2009, when she sang I Dreamed a Dream from the musical Les Miserables. In the clip, Simon Cowell recalls his premature notions about Boyle.
She is the perfect example of never judge a book by its cover.
Boyle shocked the judges and the audience with her powerful and beautiful voice. At the end of the song, she received a standing ovation from the crowd and heartfelt praise from the judges, including Cowell, who happily informed her that she earned those coveted 3 yeses. Susan Boyle assured viewers that her audition wasn't a fluke as she continued her Britain's Got Talent run with a bombshell performance in the show's semi-final round. She chose the song Memory from the musical Cats, which is a piece that requires immense skill and vocal control to pull off. Though she got off to a timid start, Boyle quickly found her footing and delivered a stunning performance that earned her the position of fan favorite. Boyle was praised warmly by the judges after her performance.
I am just so relieved that it went so fantastically well for you. I was biting all my acrylic nails off. You nailed that performance.
It was revealed at the end of the semi-final episode that Boyle had won the public vote, in which viewers of the show call in to choose their favorite performance. This moment was viewed by millions across the world on television and eventually on YouTube. And her favor with fans of the show ultimately led her to the final round of the 2009 season. As Susan Boyle stood on stage for her Britain's Got Talent audition, Simon Cowell asked whose success she aspired to emulate. After a moment of thought, she answered,
Elaine Page.
Elaine Page.
What are you going to sing tonight?
Elaine Page is a genuinely accomplished singer and musical theater actor who has performed as a lead in many hit musicals, both on London's West End and Broadway. After receiving countless emails regarding Boyle's audition, Page eventually sat down to watch it herself. She was so impressed by Boyle's talent and personality that she became interested in performing with her. In an interview published by The Guardian, she said, "It seems her performance has captured the hearts of everyone who saw it, me included. It looks like I have competition. Perhaps we should record a duet." After the end of her season on Britain's Got Talent, Boyle appeared in an hour-long ITV1 special entitled I Dreamed a Dream, the Susan Boyle story, in which she was able to finally perform with Page. Boyle was overjoyed to have the chance to meet her idol, and the pair sang I Know Him So Well from the musical Chess. After the performance, Boyle told The Telegraph, "I never thought I would see myself standing on the same stage with such an icon from West End theater, let alone singing with her as an equal." The Royal Variety Performance is an event held annually in the United Kingdom to raise funds for the Royal Variety charity. This nonprofit program assists people who have been part of the entertainment industry but are currently suffering from poverty, sickness, or are unable to work due to their advanced age. Groups and individuals from all over the United Kingdom clamor for a spot on the lineup for this event, as it's a chance to perform before the senior members of the British royal family. Since the beginning of Britain's Got Talent, one of the event's acts has been allocated to the most recent winner of the show. Though Boyle was the runner-up during her season, her cultural impact and widespread fame secured her not just a spot on the list for the 2010 Royal Variety Performance, but a place as the opening act. Susan Boyle started the night off fabulously with a heartfelt and flawless rendition of A Perfect Day by Lou Reed. She was accompanied by the voices of a children's choir who joined her on the stage in white robes. Her performance was followed by Adele, who sang Rolling in the Deep from her album 21. At the time of her interview with Larry King in December 2010, Susan Boyle's albums I Dreamed a Dream and The Gift had garnered worldwide success. During the interview, King pointed out that Boyle had become the first musician in 40 years to have 2 albums #1 in both the United States and the UK. The last act to do that? The Beatles. When asked by King how she felt about her outstanding accomplishments, Boyle responded humbly, "I think it's really amazing. It feels a bit unreal at the moment." Boyle then performed Oh Holy Night, one of the many classic Christmas songs featured on her album, The Gift. Much like her act for the Royal Variety Performance, performance, Boyle was joined by a children's choir for this performance. Boyle delivered an impressive performance of the well-loved song and displayed incredible skill as she executed even the most challenging notes. In the introductory video leading up to her semi-final performance for Britain's Got Talent, Susan Boyle said,
"I just want that chance to perform in front of the Queen."
She was able to finally check that item off of her bucket list in 2012 when she performed Paul McCartney and Denny Lane's Mull of Kintyre for Queen Elizabeth II at her Diamond Jubilee pageant, an equine event held in honor of the 60th anniversary of her ascent to the throne. Boyle kicked off the event with her rendition of McCartney's love song to the Kintyre Peninsula of Scotland. And as she performed, a procession of the Queen's horses and ponies were paraded across the historic grounds of Windsor Castle. Boyle made no secret of her deep-seated admiration for the late Queen Elizabeth, and in an interview with the Daily Record following the performance, she said, "To say it was an honor was an understatement. Another dream ticked off my wish list. I have such respect for our monarch. She's the backbone to this country. And to be a part of celebrating 60 years as our queen, it's a moment that I'll never forget." 3 years after her groundbreaking audition, Susan Boyle was invited back to the Britain's Got Talent stage as a guest act to perform Madonna's You'll See for the final round of the show's 2012 season. Boyle took the opportunity to remind viewers how she earned her fame as she delivered an iconic performance complete with impeccable vocals and a beautiful string accompaniment. Boyle's appearance was just as enchanting as her voice, and the crowd was captivated by her expert performance. Boyle commanded the song from the very beginning, firmly gripping the attention of her listeners with powerful lyrics and strong delivery. She appeared distinctly more comfortable on stage compared to her first few performances for Britain's Got Talent, which only goes to show how much experience and confidence she has gained after her initial run as a contestant. Boyle was also no stranger to this song. She previously recorded a cover of You'll See for her first album, I Dreamed a Dream. After enjoying a decade of fame and success, Susan Boyle decided to revisit the world of televised talent shows. Though she was incredibly gracious about coming in second place to the dance group Diversity during her initial run on Britain's Got Talent, she still desired that first place spot. So she auditioned for America's Got Talent, The Champions, a spin-off of America's Got Talent meant to showcase former competitors of the show who performed well in the past. Boyle sang Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones, and once again proved to the panel of judges, including Simon Cowell, that her singing ability, performance skills, and personal presentation had only improved over the years. After she sang, Cowell complimented Boyle, saying, "I can't think of any other contestant who has defined this show better than you. I'm being honest with you, you're the one."
That's Susan Boyle, the legend, y'all!
Boyle's performance was so outstanding that she received the Golden Buzzer and was propelled directly to the semi-final round of the competition. Unfortunately, Boyle did not achieve her goal of winning the show, but she did leave a lasting impression. Boyle included a cover of Wild Horses on her first album, I Dreamed a Dream. Susan Boyle's career came full circle after 14 years when she returned to the Britain's Got Talent stage once again to perform the song that started it all. For the show's final round in 2023, Boyle joined Lucy Jones from the West End cast of Les Miserables to sing a duet of I Dreamed a Dream, a song near and dear to Boyle's heart. The singer's passionate performance impacted listeners even more after she admitted to suffering from a minor stroke in 2022. The medical complication caused her to lose her ability to speak temporarily, and she worked tirelessly to recover enough to perform on stage again. After the performance, Boyle shared a Facebook post to express the honor she felt for being invited to sing for the 2023 final alongside the Les Miserables cast. She also acknowledged her diligent effort to be able to make the performance happen. She wrote, "For the past year, I have worked so hard to get my speech and singing back, with the sole aim of being able to sing on stage again. And tonight, my hard work and perseverance paid off, singing the song that started it all."
If anyone was going to come back, you were going to come back, because we wouldn't be the same without you.